George, how are you going to deal with the speed of Eubanks? Obviously, the way he fights in that, but recently as well, you know, he's not been touched on that. So how are you going to deal with number 5, his speed with your power, your counter punching?
I'm quicker than Chris Eubank Jr. My hand speed is quick. I'm taller, longer. You know, I've just had a fight, so I haven't really been assessing Eubank too much. I haven't even seen his last fight, so probably be able to answer that a little bit better in a few weeks when the next press conference comes along. But yeah, I ain't so slow. Don't worry about that.
All right. George, would you say you're a better all-round fighter since you fought Froch? And did you come away from those defeats stronger in a way? Yeah,
you know, I've said it before. My sort of previous campaign under like different, under a different trainer. The first fight with Froch was with Fitzpatrick, and I got progressively worse with working with him. I was going through a lot of different things at the time, and I was probably a bit ignorant because I wanted to prove that, you know, I'm a good fighter regardless. It got to the point where I lost against Badly Jack, as I said, and then I knew I had to make a change. And since making that change, I don't have to try and explain to people. I think it's evident. You know, I've gone from strength to strength, become a world champion, and I've successfully defended it. I am by far a much better fighter than I was for that first fight. You know, I'm older, I've got more experience. You know, I've got more rounds under my belt. But as I say, I'm working with a great team. You know, a winning team. I'm winning. I'm enjoying winning. I enjoy getting up in the morning and going to the gym. I've learned a lot, you know, emotionally and mentally from the losses, from picking myself up, getting back in the gym, trying to get back, chasing that sort of that level that I felt I belonged to be at. You know, being a world champion. Since winning that belt with Shane, with Calla in May, all those pressures and all those weights just gone now. You know, I just feel unstoppable. This tournament, as I said many times, come along for me at the perfect time. It's kept me focused. You know, I'm not resting on my laurels. I'm going to go strength to strength in this tournament. I'm happy to be through the first round. We're well under our way.
The next round, it's not actually that far off, so when will you be back in the gym?
I'm going to take a break. There won't be any Instagram posts of me doing 40 uppercuts saying back in the gym 24/7. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a rest, because that's what athletes do when they prepare for real fights. So I'm going to have a little break. But you know, I'm not going to overdo it at the buffet or anything like that. I'll be in good shape come the start of camp, which wait for Calla to give us a date, and then away we go. You know. But I come out of the fight with no injuries, no aches or pains, no strains, so that's good. I had a little broken jaw after my last fight, so that took a little bit of time to get over, but I feel great. It won't be long before we're back in the gym.
Chris, you've been in with Badly Jack, Froch, Jamie Cox, Shooting on. What sort of fight do you think Chris Eubank's going to bring come January, February?
You know, he's a strong lad, physically strong, happy to let his hands go. But we'll see if he changes, if he has to conform, you know, because the bits that I've seen of him, he wraps his own hands, you know. Professionals have someone wrap their hands. His dad gets in the ring, stares at him, you know, and Chris is like, I can do it all myself. So will he conform, will he change? Will he decide, Joe, what, I've moved up another level, Dad, could you please give me some advice at the end of each round, you know, rather than just a bit of water? And if he starts doing that, how do I interpret that? Do I interpret that as a win? Has he had to change because he's actually made a step up? Is someone else going to wrap his hands? Is he going to bring in better sparring like welterweights? You know, we'll have to wait and see. You know, I think he's going to have to make an awful lot of changes in the build up to his next fight against me to be able to compete with me. I'm looking forward to it. You know, it's going to be all action, very exciting. But if he boxes how he boxes, he stands no chance against me because, as Jamie will probably point out, I'm far too clever for that. So it'd be nice if he sticks to what he's doing, to be honest.
George, before tonight, you claimed that Jamie Cox is a middleweight at best. Has being in the ring with him tonight changed your opinion on that?
You know, Jamie's physically a really strong guy, happy to let his hands go. I did feel a lot bigger than him tonight. So only Jamie can answer that truthfully. But sometimes you have to chop and change for the opportunities. Is Chris Eubank Jr really a middleweight? You know, it wasn't that long ago he's boxed in the middle. There's not a chance on earth I could ever get close to the middleweight limit. You know, I'm a big super middleweight, and there's a couple of big super middleweights in the tournament still. Chris isn't one of them. You know, Jamie tonight, as I say, he'll have to answer that honestly. I felt bigger than him naturally. That's always going to be an advantage.
So a lot of people said that you found it hard to make the 168 pound limit. Is that true in any case, or?
No, I was light, weren't I? Shooting on the scale, I was a pound under, weren't I? It's not a problem whatsoever. Like most professional athletes, have some downtime in between fights. Do put on a bit of body fat. It helps to keep away the colds, the illnesses, and then it gives you something to strive for when you get in the gym. But providing I'm given a date to fight with, which I've got, I always prepare and I always make the weight very comfortably. So yeah, no problems with the weight whatsoever.
To look also at the tournament, look at the tournament, you have to look at, you've got obviously two big super middleweights in Callum Smith and George. You've also got light heavies who've moved down, Brainer, for example. So you've got to look at it's a massive opportunity to go into this tournament, and people, you know, even world champions, former world champions, make sacrifices to do it.